All right. Welcome to the show. How's everybody doing? All right. Give me a minute. Oh, it's all you. There you go. All right. How's everybody doing out there tonight? I hope you're doing well. All right. Give me a minute here. Oh, so much going on. Feel a little bit better right now than I did earlier. I was feeling it earlier, but still going through it. All right. Give me 1 second here. All right. How's everybody doing out there tonight? Hope you're doing well. I am sore as hell. That's right. I think that's what it has a lot to do with training too much. Uh, but that just tells you that Batman is doing his job, boy. That's what it means. Because I never give up. And I never stop. There we go. Honks. Honks because everybody approves of the Batman. That's right. Because I have no limits. Because I run Gotham. That's right. So, like I said, sometimes the truth isn't enough. Sometimes People deserve to have their faith rewarded. All right. Hold on. We shall continue to embark on our journey of manifest destiny. That's right. While I take my country back, one step at a time, one block at a time. That's right. But how's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. Like I said, it's all going pretty well, man. Kind of averaging out around the same number. Golly, your lights are bright. Silent night. All right. Yeah, I'm sore as hell. That's what it is. Been training too much. Might need to give it a break. Um, it's just me. It's me never wanting to take a break, you know. And the thing is, when I go over there, I like to be in the bat suit, man, because you know it helps. It helps to make appearances. It helps because people get more involved. You know what I mean? Come on, Alfred. They weren't getting the job done. My favorite quote. Yeah. Hold on. Folks don't get. You gave me the perfect career. I'll never run out of work. Ever. Like I said, that's what folks don't get, you know. Everything people do to stop me, God's gonna say, nope, I'm gonna advance him more. You know what I mean? And that's why these folks, they always talking, but they don't want to have a conversation about where we're actually at. You know, the fact that I've built a full scale business and we're completely successful all across the board. Please give me a round of applause. The fact that we continue to make it and win, right? Hold on real quick. All right. But yeah, you know, like I said, God is just great, man. God is amazing. Uh, I continue to just stay diligent, you know, just stay faithful, man. You know what I mean? I have so much to be thankful for, you know, and that's the problem. A lot of people, they focus on things that they should not be focusing on, you know? Why are you worried about the wrong things? You know, it's all about priorities. You know, that's what folks don't get. I'm in complete alignment, brother. I'm in complete alignment with my purpose. That's why this was able to mesh for me so well and do what it's done. Okay. So, like I said, I'm the real thing. Do the real thing. Ain't nothing fake over here. I've accomplished again more than anybody. more than any agency or department across this country. There's more examples all over Facebook of how all of these departments are corrupt, how they continue to drop the ball. Some more stuff has happened. So you just keep on seeing the truth come out. They can't hide the truth. This is why these folks, was making their little remarks and trying to say things and project or talk about. They're saying things on the internet. There's no they. Okay. If you're saying that, then, you're a criminal. And that means that you're in collusion and conspiracy, much less across state lines, working with other criminals. So that would be an actual admission of guilt. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. That was the deal with the crazy clown cars. Okay. When they're saying stuff like that, you're telling on yourself. All you're doing is just telling me what it is that you're up to and what you're connected to and what you're doing. Because again, normal folks that don't commit crimes don't act like that. Just like when you try to role reverse and you try to focus on me too much, that is a telltale sign that you're corrupt and that what you're doing is highly illegal, correct? Again, them games don't work with me, brother, because everybody knows who I am and what I do. All I do is stay focused and work. I don't really even be talking to people. That's why the one guy had to say, it looks to me like you just mind your business. Yep, that's right. But understand, I don't trust nobody. You understand? Folks be acting, folks will play nicey nice when they're not. You know what I mean? It is what it is. There's a reason why I come out here like this. There's a reason why I wear this and dress like this. There's a reason to everything. Okay? You understand? Like, I'm me, man. I'm gonna make sure that I stand up for me. You understand? I don't care how nobody feel. I'm living my life to the fullest. You know what I mean? I'm gonna continue to take care of myself. I'm gonna continue to protect myself. You understand? And God is gonna continue to protect me. You best believe it. I ain't these other people. Believe that. I ain't Prince. I ain't Robin Williams. I ain't Tupac. I ain't Biggie. I ain't King Von. I ain't none of them. I'm a whole different ball game. And, the truth and the reality is I'm a whole lot worse than any of them little homies. That's what folks don't get. I mean, I had to really do the real thing as Batman, came up against corruption, after that, went ahead and took over every block. Like I said, we run everything. Don't let no one tell you different. You understand? But that's what I'm saying. It ain't about running something. It ain't even about control. Like I said, I'm out here to make sure that we make a stand against corruption. I'm here stopping all the evil completely. And that's what we do. We don't need to sugarcoat it for you. Okay. When you got them folks trying to be like nitpicking and look for something wrong with it or act like I'm doing anything wrong, it's because they're doing something wrong. And that's my point. Everybody want to play around and, dismiss all the crimes that have been committed. And, the FBI, the feds, and the CIA don't want to just make the arrests. We don't have time to wait on y'all. Let me explain it to you. Batman has no jurisdiction. We don't wait on anybody. We don't need you to do anything. Okay? I mean, if it takes this long for folks to do their job, just like in the past, we ain't going to wait. We're not. You know what I mean? My past was me always doing people's job for them. That's the truth. You know what I mean? Like real talk. You understand? So, and I had to, literally deal with everything that came with that, which was the hardest thing for me. You know what I mean? People don't get, I went through hell because of you folks, because all you people and all the corrupt. You know what I mean? I'm a whole nother story that's like the biggest story there ever was. We just don't talk about it. You know what I mean? Like the story people should be talking about is mine because it's insane. You know what I mean? Everything that was done, everything that I went through, like folks don't want to talk about what's actually going on. Feel me? Yeah, these folks did everything they possibly could to stop me. Tried to play with my money, my finances. They still try, they just can't. You understand? So again, that's what I'm saying. Y'all want to come on here, you want to talk, you want to type? Okay, let's talk right now. What do you want to talk about And do you have an actual matter to discuss? Because money can't nobody discuss with me. Like, are you serious? Have you heard all the shows? Once I establish a fact, that's it. Y'all heard me. Them folks be typing and really acting like they ain't hearing. Bro, you know what it is. Can't discuss no money with me, bro. I'm a financial connoisseur, man. That's all I do is money. All I do is make money and be a boss. I'm about 6'3", right? 6'2", 6'3". I'm a beast. I'm a big bat. You understand? And I run these streets. And like I said, I protect Gotham. I protect all of you. I protect all these people. I protect everybody. To be frank, everybody. You know, even the folks that, however I feel about what they do, I still protect everybody. That's why people be cheering for me. You know, I'm here for everybody. So I'm the superhero for real. So again, y'all remember y'all talking to a superhero. Y'all got something to say? You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Don't act like y'all forgot. Don't act like y'all don't know who I am. Everybody know about me, homie. Real talk. That's the difference. You got a whole bunch of people on YouTube ain't never been about nothing. Boy, like I got a lot of history to me. Yes, I do. I got a long rap sheet and a lot of history to me. I got a whole bunch of facts backing me. I'm a legend in the hood. Legend on every block. Like I said, everybody knows about me and who I am. You know, and that's the thing, especially now. Now I'm getting famous for it, and I'm starting to get real fame, and I'm self-made, so it's all independent fame coming from me. You understand? It's fame that I earned, right, and that I created. I did all this myself, but I did it with God. You understand? That's what it's about. You know, just like my homie told me today. He always reminds me. He said he was doing good today. He looked like he was more with it today. You know, and he told me. He said, brother, God loves you beyond belief. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. You know, I got blessed what twice today with $10 and some other stuff. Like it's just crazy, bro. And he gonna bless me with some clothes. You know what I mean? Possibly tomorrow. He got a whole bag of clothes, like a whole trash bag. He want to give me. Like I don't even know what could be in there. It could be really nice clothes. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I'm getting like designer shirts and name brand stuff and high class stuff. And see, I didn't have to pay a dime. So again, you want to talk about money. Do y'all know how to manage money? Because it's pretty clear you don't. Narcissists have a horrible relationship with money. You want to talk, right? Okay, let's talk. Which part you want to talk about? You know what I mean? What's up? Yeah, that's what they do. Try to act like they ain't hear you. I own billions in equity, mansion, and estate, over 2,000 in jewelry, 530 on my wrist, got your piss, mineral rights, all royalties. Okay, I'm on car lot. I pay over $100 for it every month. Wealthy as hell. I'm the one who made and spent millions, right? That's why I went through everything, because folks were jelly. I came up against corruption and I won. I came up against the corrupt injustice system and won. I shut everything and everybody down and I won. I understand? Then, after I started shutting down illegal organizations, which again I used to do hands-on, that's where all this started. Me standing up to people, okay, that I had to. I didn't have a choice, okay, because they put me in those compromised, weird positions. So I figured out all these people are corrupt and they're all criminals, and I wasn't aware. So once I learned that, because it was just situations I walked into, after that, that's what started this whole thing, the whole actual me coming out as Batman. Because I did real Batman stuff. That's what people don't get. I've been Batman my whole life. Everything I ever did was Batman. Wearing them nice collared shirts, paying for all them hotel rooms, moving around the way I did. You know, everything I've been. I'm a million in the street. Did bar security 7 years, never had a problem. You know what I mean? Oh, I had plenty of problems. It's just I'm untouchable. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, some point you got to just give respect, bro. You got to give credit where credit's due. And that's why I only talk to people who I respect. I don't talk to strangers. I don't talk to, you know, people who they feelings. I mean, like I said, all they ever going to do is compliment me, whether it be directly or indirectly. Feel me? Like the thing is right now, I'm starting to kind of come out and talk a little bit more openly because I'm tired of being silent. I'm tired of it. Like it's getting old, you know, and it's not worth it. It's really not. It's not worth it for the kind of money that they're trying to pay me with this. You know what I mean? It's not, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. You got folks, they trying so hard, they want to make digital money so bad and can't even get to that point, and they don't realize even when you get here, it ain't worth it. My career is worth it, but again, that's where they try to act like they fail to listen. I mean, you hear me perfectly, brother. They're gonna have to print me checks. First of all, I've got actual lawsuits that are going to be filed, federal lawsuits. I'm going to get millions off all those. Guaranteed. No statute, no nothing, right? Justice will be had regardless, right? So I got the inheritance they stole. They got to give me that, right? They got to give me all that back, my properties, cars, vehicles, everything, keys to everything. God told me I might have a safe deposit box. That all makes sense to me perfectly. That makes a lot of sense. Like I said, my family owns companies and stuff, bro. So, I mean, that's the thing. Like Bruce Wayne, he owned a company, right? And that's what he was talking about when he said, I know I'll be rewarded handsomely for my shares. See, it was like he didn't really care about it. Like he cared, but it's like the same thing. Like he just kind of came into it, walked into it. And that's the thing. Batman's already the greatest martial artist of all time and doing all this training. And this is a way of life. So this will never leave me. I'm a martial artist. I'm like a Shaolin monk, and that's the direction I'm going more and more every day. By the way, I'm already conditioning my hands, wrists, shins, even knees. They say not to, but I'm trying to anyway. Trying to condition everything, like actual conditioning, like for pure power. Yeah, I'm doing that while y'all sitting here sleeping on me, worried about this and that. I'm a real martial artist, bro. Best in the world. Trust me. I'm the best in the world because anything that I learn and folks teach me, I'm going to excel in. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I tried to talk to some other folks the other day. They said that they did, what was it? I don't know if it's Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, one of those styles, but he said they're trying to build a gym, but that's the thing. I can't afford to wait. Like that's the thing. I was asking him, like, can we do the training or something? Like, and they act like they don't really want to do it, and that's okay. That's everybody's decision, but it just sucks for me because I don't got time to wait, 6 months for a gym to be built, and I'm not going to pay for it anyway. I'm not paying, for no membership. I'm not, unless I have the money, then I would do it. Sure, to support your business and help. Yeah. Because it's people I actually like, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. That's my thing, is when it comes time to really do the real thing and train, people don't want to do it. I was going up to McAllen, I'd walk straight in all them boxing gyms and call out the professional whats, because anybody can be a professional what. Your grandmother could be one if she wanted. Real talk. Your grandmother, cause Granny can come out old gangster grams and be like, what you? Anybody can say they're a professional and do whatever to get that. That's easy when you a scrub, especially. So my point is, we used to go in there, ask them, hey, yo, you want to do it? I showed them one video of what I'm doing. They said, hell no, you're crazy. That's literally what he said. And we're talking about a professional, what. So, that shows it's not crazy. It's the skill level. And he noticed the skill level right away and said, yeah, no, I can't mess with that. These are professional, boxers and MMA and UFC. So that's what people don't get. I've already had some of them folks back down to me completely. Said, no, I don't want to do it. Not at all. You understand? Like, and actually like gave me a real answer because I was really right in front of them. So they had to, because I was asking, so that's my thing. These people, they don't understand respect. It's everything, brother. Respect goes a long way. If you don't have any respect, you'll never, ever succeed in anything you do. Remember that. That's not fun. Yeah. Okay. It's a doggy. But yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm telling you, them dogs be tripping. Yes, I would too if I was a dog. You see a big old bat, you're gonna probably trip too if you're a dog. That's like their greatest dream of all. You know what I mean? Like real talk. But like it attracts them. But my whole thing is like I said, you know, we just got to keep on, moving forward and keep on, doing what we do, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like things are going pretty well, man. I don't know. God just keeps blessing me, and it's honestly insane. The level that He blesses me at consistently. But I could just feel it all through my body right now, my muscles. Like I'm worn out, dude. I mean, I'm really worn out. It's not like like a game. I mean, and it makes sense because I mean, what I'm doing is superhuman level. I've been doing it for almost 3 years. I just got to take some off days, bro. I'm gonna have to really, really try to get right and take time. I probably need to meditate and just chill and relax. It's the hardest thing for me. I'm all about going. It's the other part that's hard for me. So I got to work on that, you know. And it's just, like it's hard for me, period. Like I said, we got to see what's going on. I have no idea what's happening with everybody. So that's part of it. I mean, look at this. I mean, folks don't even come to the chat and talk, but they listen. I don't understand that, but okay. But, like I said, the readings tell me everything going on. There's no secrets. I know what's happening, you know, and that's about it. Like, we don't got to talk about it, like you said. We don't talk about it. In hard times, we stick together. You know what I mean? Real talk. So, all my people that riding with me, we good. I've talked to pretty much everybody, seen everybody. I will continue to, and like I said, we are a pretty tight knit little community here, and it's been really impressive because I didn't even know that. I always thought I was just completely alone. I guess that's why the one guy said you're never really alone. So he had a point. So like I said, we'll see what happens. We'll keep on moving forward. The other guy, I think, is really genuinely just trying to help. I mean, he's helped me a lot. He's done a lot. So I think that's all. So like I said, we'll keep on pushing forward, keep on doing what we do, and it's just that simple, man. You understand? You know what I mean? So I don't know what to tell you, but yeah, like I said, I get up, I wear a bulletproof vest almost every day, or steel armor, the armor of God, or a little bit different. You know what I mean? Like it just is what it is. So we got to get everybody involved. We got to get everybody going. We got to just keep on moving. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like, I want to talk to the people who are really fans. I want to talk to the good people. I want to talk. Like that's the thing. It's common sense. Like I want all the good stuff. You know what I mean? And that's all it is. All these people, they just triggered and impressed by my success. What do you mean about money? You was watching me spend and make all that money the entire time. That's why you feel the way you do. I put more money on YouTube than anyone has in the history of time. Don't talk to me about no money. Like what? I'm the Don Dada when it come to money. Feel me? And you see it right now. Like I told you this. Isn't that why you were typing, asking me how did you do it? How'd you go from $0 to $2 to 550? Right? Right now I'm still around what, like 420, right? Or was it like 430? I had to, get some what I need today. I do every day. I spend money almost every day. So I mean, to equate to that, if you think about that, and I paid the phone bill, that's $55. That's pretty good, and I budget money pretty well too. I'm at like 420, bro. I was at like 550 at one point. Turned around, paid the phone. So what's that? About 490. You know what I mean? And then what? About $70 in the course of a month this whole time. I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. So I know how to manage money. I know how to budget. I know what I'm doing, and that's why folks upset. And like I said, nah, I just work hard. I go hard. It's all gonna work out, man. Truly, it's all gonna work out. Hold on. Let me see if the amount updated right now for the next check. Hold up. Not quite yet, but it will. But yeah, right now we're at 158, right? 158, right? For for now, for the next month, that's the check that coming. So I mean, brother, we golden. You know what I mean? We golden built a full scale, legit business. You understand? And we make money. Don't matter how much we make money and we get paid. Getting piss aid, boy, piss aid, paid. So, like I said, I mean, everybody loved me. You know what I mean? It's only the people who jelly. And hell, they love me too. They just confused about their love for me. That's all. That's all it is. Everybody loved the bat. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing, and I mean that's the thing, brother. We're God is constructing a super ninja. It ain't even us. I can't say we're because it ain't us. It's all God. God is who's doing it all. God is at work. God is working on me. God is building the fame. He's working on everything in the world. He's setting the stage for me to take center stage. The world really revolve around me. That's what you folks don't get. He's setting the stage, bro. Look at the city. Look at how everything looks. Like I can't imagine Chicago right now. I bet you the streets look like that, real empty at night. I can guarantee it. All them places, Los Angeles, New Orleans, New York. He's setting the stage, bro. He gonna give me the money. Watch, and I'm gonna be on bat pods, tumblers, and doing my thing. And that's gonna be the real exciting part because I'm gonna be working nonstop. And this is what I love to do, you know. So it ain't work to me. It's work, but it don't feel like work. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. I mean, like, can you be serious for a minute? I mean, I get paid, brother, and I'm Batman. I get paid to be Batman. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. And I created my own independent budget. Boy, it don't get no better than that. So, like I said, let folks do what they do. Let them talk. You know what I mean? You don't remember all this success I had? That's why you're typing. You're typing because of the success I had, not because I haven't accomplished anything, because I'm successful. And if I wasn't, well, then you wouldn't be worried about me. Correct? You wouldn't care. If I was nobody, you wouldn't care. Yeah, I'm doing everything right, brother. Like I said, God is constructing me and building me right now. And that's all it's about. Creating the super ninja. That's what I am. I'm a super ninja. What the? All right, so we got to create the super ninja. And like I said, build my own bat suits, got two of them. Built everything myself. The bat cycle I bought, fixed it myself. Like, what are you talking about? They just be saying random things too about this and that. They were saying something about fixing a bicycle. I mean, just when you talk, make sure you make sense. Talking about fixing a bike, brother. I'm too good to fix bikes. Maybe you not seeming to get it. I'm rich and wealthy, so I don't have to fix bikes. People help me to fix bikes and do that. So that's the part you're missing. As far as fixing a bike, did you just say that it's easy to fix a bike? Brother, I got pedals that are completely, like whatever. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff, bro. I mean, even bike shops can't do that stuff without tons of resources, money. Like, you got to be kidding me. The things you say are hilarious. Like, dude, do I look like a guy who works at a bicycle shop? Said you can't fix, brother, there's nothing to fix because you don't like first of all, let me explain something to you. First of all, you'll always talk too soon and you say something that's not true. So what's the purpose of saying it? Brother, I got people right now telling me, hey, I'm looking for this, like I can patch the tire and fix the tire. So first of all, yes, I can get anything fixed. I work on my own time. Okay, you don't run anything over here, so what are you talking about and who you talking to? I'm a boss. You're gonna talk to me like the boss I am. Okay, you have no say so in nothing, and you don't have a business. You're not Batman, so what are you talking to me at all for? So first of all, no, I can get them fixed anytime I want. That's number one, right? Number two, there's no fixing. So why do I have to explain basic concepts? What would be the purpose of that? That's why it's a waste of my time. That's why I don't talk to y'all. You understand? Fix. So you know what you're talking about, or do I? I own them. I paid 200 to 300 bucks for each bicycle. I have 7 bikes in inventory. Well, what are you talking about? So how are you going to tell me anything about my business? Exactly, you can't. So that's what I'm saying. Like, brother, there's nothing to fix. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, that's the thing. You wouldn't want to just patch a tire. You could do that, but you don't want to just do that and look at it that way. And patching it is not fixing it. There is no fixing a tire. I mean, you either patch it or whatever, right? So the other alternative, brother, and this is why you're funny to me, would be getting new inner tubes, which I can do anytime I want. I also specifically stated, and you heard me loud and clear. Okay, this is why I don't understand why you're typing as if you're not hearing me. That's odd, right? And that's what they do, and yet they don't have a job and aren't doing anything productive with their time. What is the purpose? So again, I can go get inner tubes right now if I want, anytime I want. I have the money. I'm not going to buy inner tubes. So I guess that's why you type that, because it always seems to be a vested interest in you wanting me to spend money. Brother, I'm not these other people. Telling me anything is not going to have me do anything or listen to you. Who are you, first of all? You're talking on fake accounts. You understand? Like I said, when you come over here, represent yourself, or every one of your comments is going to be ignored. You understand? You'll get no energy, straight gray rock method. So again, I don't understand what the purpose is of typing to type and then saying that it's trolling. No, it's not. And then acting as if you're speaking to someone that we've never had a conversation. It's just silly. It's not doing anything. You're accomplishing nothing. So that's what I'm saying. Like, no, like makes sense. If you're gonna do something, do it right, brother. That's real talk. Like what? So yeah, no, I can get inner tubes anytime I want. I told you I'm not really trying to be riding bicycles anymore. It's pointless because the same thing is going to happen every time with the tire because I understand the terrain out here. I study the terrain. I study the terrain in the valley. If anything were to ever happen out here on a major scale, do you understand that I'm trained in every way and I understand the terrain? That makes me very powerful because I know where to hide, I know where to move, I know where to go. You don't get it. I know every piece of terrain out here. For real, that's what I do. I'm like Rambo. That's the point. You're missing the point, brother. So that's why they're so funny because they be talking about stuff that's completely irrelevant and doesn't exist and has nothing to do with nothing. I can do anything I want to do. So again, I don't know who keeps typing and I don't understand the point. Like I said, if you don't show who you are and you're not ready to go ahead and hop on camera like all y'all are so big on and say, but none of you do it on this show, then what's the purpose? I'm not responding to anything that's from fake accounts. I want to know who's talking completely. You understand? So, like I said, that's number one, right? So again, answered, proved wrong in my sleep, and guess what? I just got paid for it. Big difference. Yeah, why would I ride bikes, brother, when Batman didn't ride a bike? Batman had an electric scooter, basically. That's what a bat pod is. It's just like a scooter. Okay. It's kind of a big, durable, bulky scooter, but it's a scooter and it wasn't that bulky. So again, no, brother, I'm working on trying to figure out and teach myself how to build the engines. I don't need anything to move around. Again, I can walk on foot and be perfectly fine. I don't need any of that. So again, how would you tell me what I'm going to do? Brother, like, are you serious right now? That's what I'm saying. Like them folks just be having nothing going on and just like, man, I hope I can get a reaction or I hope that somehow I can influence. How would you influence the master manipulator and influencer, bro? You sound silly, man. Oh my goodness. I hope I can influence him to spend his money because I'm upset, right? Just like y'all be doing all these games on these apps and I'm documenting everything. All it's about is my finances. The little money that I'm sitting on right now is a whole lot to you and more than any of you have. Right now, I got more money to my name than anyone in the red triangles, and that's sad, bro. Get real. And then I got all this wealth, billions in equity owned buildings, full access, got everything, Wi-Fi, swimming pools, everything, bro. Y'all couldn't come close to me. Are you serious? Couldn't hold a candle to me, brother. Nobody. Okay. Warren Buffett is not rich. He's poor as hell. That dude could never come close to me in reality. And I have all these things tangibly. People like really believe like the nonsense that people say, like, okay, and that's why I let you think what you want. What did Bruce Wayne say when he showed up to that dance thing and the Catwoman lady was there? What did he tell her? He said, I'm a what billionaire? I don't got to spell it out. I'm a what billionaire, right? It's just because I'm misunderstood. You understand? So like I said, I'm still the only self-made trillionaire in equity. You know what I mean? So like I said, that's why we invest in equity because I knew what the times was and the sign of the times. Just like everything I ever did was the right financial move. Do not talk finances with me. If you want to talk finances, have a conversation. You understand? That means show who you are, cam up, right? And we can have a whole show devoted to any of y'all that want to actually have a real conversation. My success is not negotiable and it's not up for debate because it's already happened and it's all reality. What do you mean? So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, they act like I got to repeat myself every day and tell you my success because you want to act like you have narcomnesia. I don't care if you're a narcissist or not. You don't forget every day. You know that I've been getting money forever. That's why you're in your feelings. You wouldn't be doing what you're doing if it didn't have to do with money. That's the thing they've been saying the whole time. Like, yeah, y'all in your feelings because you keep trying to deny what you're on. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Pick a struggle. If you're going to feel some way about my money and my finances and you're going to do all this stuff like you've done and you still get defeated and you still lose, you have to acknowledge you're jelly as it gets. And that's what it is, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. There's no place where, oh, you start hiding and typing and trying to rewrite reality to make yourself feel comfortable. Makes no sense. Have a debate, hop on camera. What's stopping you? Exactly, because y'all don't have anything truthful to say. Easy. So again, I win. I always win. And again, you haven't stated anything. There has been no public statement issued by anyone at all, right? And people have nothing they can tell me. You don't know my finances. You don't know anything about me. You want to talk about money? I have all the money that I need right now and I'm making more every day. Again, I need the public to donate. It is your job to pay me. All of you who are working jobs, you're expected and supposed to be paying me and putting money in my pocket. I'm a content creator. I survive off donations. Counting my pockets is not how this works. So again, let's be mature. We're all grown adults here. And again, where is my money? That's what I want to know. You understand? See, folks want to talk, but they want to hide. Folks want to talk, but like I'm never even in the vicinity to be able to respond. They keep talking while they're running. Yeah, because I run the streets and I own everything and I'm a boss and I'm the top Don Dada and I'm Batman and it's all real. So now what? Like I said, I know why you choose to have your meetings in broad daylight. I know why you're afraid to go out at night. The Batman. Feel me? I love it, man. You feel me? So, like I said, do what you do. You understand the rules of the show now, okay? And that's it. Every time I speak, you hear me loud and clear, okay? So again, it is what it is. What's understood never needs to be explained. So again, folks have to listen. So, like I said, we continue to win. We make all the money over here. I've already monopolized everything. We make every little, I mean, I'm talking about every little cent. We make all the money. We max out every check. I made check after check after check after check. I max out. I get all the money. I hear Kitty. Kitty just pulled up. Gangsta Kitty. Where's he at? There he is. I hear you. Come here. Who's a good kitty? Ah, he's being silly. All right. You okay? Happy rolling around. Meow. So yeah, like I said, I mean, I won a long time ago, brother. I know y'all going through it. Like I said, they all live off Section 8. They don't have like $2. You know, we're in the middle of the Great Depression. People are struggling all over the country and the world. I mean, just be real with yourself. That's all. You know what I mean? You feel me? Like I said, no more fake comments, no more fake accounts. If you want to say something, make sure you represent yourself. You understand? I want to know exactly who you are. I want to know who's talking to me. And at this point, like, no, I want to know everything about you, actually. You understand? That way, because we have to start holding folks accountable legally. You understand? For whatever your actions are, whatever you're stating or saying. Now what? Do you have something to say? Exactly. That's what I thought. Easy. This is how you deal with narcs, folks. All federal lawsuits will be filed. All of these corrupt departments and agencies will be paying me $1 million settlements. I can guarantee that. Okay. All of these restaurants, all these places that you called and contacted will be paying me $1 million settlements. YouTube and Google will be paying me $1 million settlements. Okay. This is pocket change compared to what they're going to pay me. Meow. Okay. So, like I said, we do what we do. You could do what you do and stay in your feelings. Look, Kitty feels safe with me, hides behind me. So, yeah, That's about it, man. We're gonna stay doing us, and if you jelly and me, good. Let it be known, though. You know what I mean? Real talk. Let it be known. Quit hiding. You understand? Like I said, this is a business, brother. You feel me? Like what? You hear me loud and clear. This a business. Yeah, like I said, I walk the streets. It's quiet as a mouse out there, bro. I got folks shook. I got them shook, coach. I run everything. Feel me? So, like I said, we gonna stay winning. We gonna stay moving forward, and that's about it. Like I said, everybody love me. The cat just keeps on doing what it's doing. Yeah, this cat loves me. Everybody loves me. That's why you're in your feelings. So yeah, like I said, no more, talking for free. You want to talk, go ahead and pay me. What you can do, since you wanted to ask me about money, right? You can go ahead and donate to my Cash App $200. Since money ain't no object, right? I guarantee you, you can't do that. Point proven. Next, coach. Next. From now on, to ask me a question, anybody, I don't care who you are, to ask me a question, to even speak to me, to even talk to me, because remember, I am Tyree Demigod Sneed. If you want to speak to Tyree Demigod Sneed, you will pay me $200. That's right. And since none of you have it, I expect that we won't be having conversations with anyone except the people I want to talk to. Thank you very much. Easy money. All right, so I'll talk to you in a minute, man. Stay in your feelings, and like I said, I mean, y'all don't have any money, y'all don't have any success, y'all don't own any equity, you're not happy, like, come on, bro. I got love in my life, I got, equity, money, I get everything, bro. God provide for me. God bless me again tonight. You know what I mean? And gave me $10 today. Like what? I hustle every day, bro. I hustle with my gift of gab. That's why you're upset because you don't have a hustle. Get yourself a hustle, bro. Y'all is at like hood and ghetto level trying to act like you gonna talk and tell anything to us. This only self-made trillionaire who ever existed. I don't need your society to validate me because your society's below me, brother. I made so much money y'all couldn't even comprehend me. Are you serious? In your wildest dreams, you couldn't imagine a dude like me. That's what y'all don't get. You understand? You're not even talking about the reality of my situation and all I went through. I came up against corruption for real and won. Do you know how hard that is? What do you mean? I defeated all your witches, covens, male and female. I defeated all the Bavarian Freemasons. I defeated the Illuminati, and I defeated all y'all financially easily. I made it spent more money than your entire government combined. I have had bank accounts with over 300,000 in it. Why do you keep talking about money when you don't hold money? You don't hold money, you spend money, and that's how you build businesses. So what are you saying? Bosses never hold money. So again, what do you mean? They create a fluctuation, they create residual income, they get a hustle and a flow, and that's what I'm doing. You want the game, but at the same time, you're trying to just disagree with everything someone says. Again, who told you that you have a voice or have a seat at the table or an opinion? What? Yeah, that's what they do. Just keep talking. That's what they do. Like I said, right? You don't know anything else. That's hilarious, brother. Trust me, that ain't gonna work with me. You understand? At all. Because you don't control my emotions. I do, buddy. Yeah, see, they don't have anything better to do. That's all they do is just, oh, well, I'm just gonna keep doing the same thing. Right? Right. You want a reaction and you're not getting one. Yeah. Oh, you'll get a response all day. The response will be more money and more blessings directly from God, just like he's been doing this entire time. Every time that you say anything to me that isn't positive, God gonna bless me more, boy. That's why you're in your feelings. That's why y'all stay in your feelings, and it'll never change. You're gonna always be in your feelings. Feelings, oh, you're in your feelings. Feelings, oh, still in your feelings, oh, feelings. Mike Saw's in his feelings. Feelings, you're in your feelings. These are all ex-girlfriends who upset because they broke and ain't got a dime. Like, you don't know how to make money. That's obvious. What do you mean? Like, it's crazy because the first thought when I think of y'all is poverty, and the first thought when you think of me is wealth. That's why you upset. And it ain't just me, it's anyone who meets you and everybody who know you. That's the facts. Oh, by the way, I heard Rob Rack just entered a whole new realm. It's called the leading cause of poverty in the world. And that's what you get when you live in a Roach motel room and you're homeless and you're trying to pretend that you can secretly compete with the only self-made trillionaire ever existed, the king of radio.
right? What was it? Radio God or whatever. Remember that when we were going to make a documentary? Come on, bro. I do radio for real, bro. You ain't no comedian. I'm way funnier than you. Like, boy, stop playing. Stop. All y'all got to stop, man. Like I said, I'm doing everything. I'm doing all the martial arts. I'm already conditioning my wrists and my knuckles and everything. Getting ready, man. Getting ready to do this all over the country and all over the world. The real thing. I'm a real martial artist, and I'm really the best of all time. Real talk. Better than Bruce Lee. Better than Jet Li. Better than anybody. And I put it to the test. I'll prove my point all day. You understand? Just not to you. I prove it to people who will acknowledge when I prove something. See, we have never spoken. Hold on. So again, yeah, we have never spoken or had a conversation. Again, I don't know who you are. I understand. So again, whoever it continues to type on fake accounts, right? It's not for me to analyze or worry about who it is or figure it out. I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's the same people who've been jelly since day one. That's fine. Do you play basketball? No. Same thing I asked y'all before. Do you work out or train? No. Are you the top calisthenics competitor in the world? No. So do you even make any money? No. Do you have anything that actually costs money or anything of any value whatsoever in any way, shape, or form? No. Okay, then what are you in my chat room? These are grown folks typing for. See how out of place they are? If anyone was normal around them, they would tell them this is not normal behavior, right? And you need to go find a job. Okay. And that's real talk. So again, we don't do the projecting. We don't do the, oh, you want to talk the way I'm talking and talk to me. And like that doesn't make sense. You know what it is? Like I said, you're in your feelings and it's always been like that. Again, what's up? Exactly. And then folks is in their feelings because I control my emotions to a T. You understand? You could never make me feel anything or any way. Trust me. I am literally a samurai, bro. Do you understand that? You're talking to a samurai. You think that a Shaolin monk and a samurai can't control his emotions? You think you typing anything to me is going to get me out of character? You've said and tried everything you possibly can. You have done everything that you could possibly think of to stop me, and you've acted like this was your job and you don't get paid for it for almost 2 decades. At some point, you'll have to acknowledge reality and learn, right? And you already have millions of times. Like, trust me, you've learned. God has taught you your lesson a million times. At some point, you're going to learn that you're not accomplishing anything. You never have, and you know you're not. So, like I said, you do that because you have a mentality, right, that leads to failure. You have a lack mindset, and it is what it is. God is teaching lessons all day. Deal with it. You understand? So, like I said, I don't understand what the purpose is. I'm over here running a business. Yeah. You understand? You're not playing around. You're not accomplishing anything. You're watching me succeed and you're in your feelings like you're supposed to be. That's right. Easy money. My paper stack, don't back up, don't quit. My paper stack, don't back up, don't quit. My paper stack, don't back up, don't quit. When you see that big truck parked, don't say, oh, I love it. Stunting on them, coach. And yeah, I built it all from nothing. That's right. Doesn't mean I don't have everything since you want to act like everything's literal, right? Told you that's how you know it's a so called women because only so called women see everything literally. There's nothing literal in reality, sister. Get help. Easy. Need I say more? You got anything else to say? I'm going to be real with you. That's all I saw, right? That's what you type. How are you going to be real with me while typing on a fake account? You're not in a position to talk to me the way that I speak. You don't talk like that. You're not me. So again, when you want to talk as who you are, right? Well, we still won't have a conversation because you have nothing to offer me. You're not anywhere near my tax bracket or legal level, and you never will be. Continue to stay in your feelings, and I'll continue to get paid while you project because you're in your feelings. Thank you. Every tear that drops, you're paying me. Your tears are delicious. See, I'm what you call a mature grown man, right? You all try to bring that energy over here. Again, this is a five-star business. You understand? You ain't bringing no energy anywhere over here. This is a five-star business, and you are accomplishing nothing. You're sitting back watching this five-star business succeed, watching it get built, watching God build me more and more every day. I'm getting money. hmm So what's up? Everything the way it's supposed to be. You getting defeated as usual. You should be used to it by now. And me winning. And we're not in a competition, right? My job is to succeed. I succeed for me. And you just feel some way about it. And all y'all don't even have the heart or courage to come forth and be a man or a woman and stand on business and say how you feel. You feel some way because I make money. You feel some way because everything I touch turn to gold. Good. Stay in your feelings. Oh, feelings. You're in your feelings. Oh, feels today. In your feelings. Feelings. Ho, 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 ho. Feelings. All right. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Like I said, feelings are not facts. You go ahead and stay in your feelings, and we will continue to make this money. That's right. Let me check one more time. Maybe it updated. Let me see. Hold up. Get them more in their feelings because that's all they do is stay in their feelings. Hilarious. It's all good. We over 158 for the next check, baby. Right? We only at December 17th. We got the rest of the month, and that's why they in their feelings because I make money. Not only do I make money, but I get paid to talk. I make money talking and talking facts. I don't sit there all day in a Roach motel room, homeless, just running my mouth for no reason. Oh, it's too funny. And why do you act like these people are like on your team or something? That's what they do. They always cheerlead for the people who failed. And you notice that that's what they do when they date you too. You'll go around other dudes and they'll say a bunch of positive stuff about them that's fake and doesn't exist. But then when it come to you, because you're shining, they so jelly they can't see straight. Have you ever noticed that? You gotta understand some people just fake and it is what it is. So I mean, like I said, over here we don't do no fake talk, homie. Straight gangsters in the building. You already know about this. Over here, it's all real talk. We talk about all that money I made and spent. Like I said, I made and spent more money than your entire government ever will, ever has. It is what it is. I've seen more money than anyone in the history of all time. So again, if you want to talk money with me, well, then I'm going to go ahead and need like $1 million to be sent to me. And then we can have that conversation. Because $1 million ain't no money to me. And I mean that. Real talk. So that's what I'm saying. Like, why are you worried about this and that? Hey, listen, if I could go from $2 to 550 in 2 days, imagine what I can do when I get to a couple of grand. You understand? Like, I'm gonna start investing the minute I do that. The minute I get to a couple of G's collected, I'm able to travel. I'm able to do what I want, expand, look for work in other cities because that's where the work is, right? At normal wages because it ain't down here. So what do you mean? Right? You keep talking, but I'm comfortable. I don't have to go nowhere. You do. You got to constantly run around. So that's just, all the instability talking. That's what that is. That's instability. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to expand. I don't know. I'm just ambitious. You know what I mean? I'm going to do it. That's the thing. I'm not going to think about it. I'm going to just do it. You know what I mean? And I'm going to keep on building because I want to. I work on my own time. You know what I mean? So, like I said, if people are taking time out they day and they got nothing but time on their hands to try to just type random stuff, they're looking for a reaction and you're not getting it. So, again, what's goody? You feel me? Like, come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. Folks want to sit there. They wanted to say, oh, it's something else going on. No, that's not what's going on. And again, this is a five-star business. You feel me? So, like I said, it's crazy though, because none of y'all own your own business. Not a single one of you owns your own business. You know what I mean? So, what do you mean? This is my business. So, what needs to be explained? You understand? So yeah, that's why I don't entertain they fakeness, they fake nice act. I don't entertain none of y'all or nothing you talking about. Like I said, it's me versus the world with God and Christina, and I'm gonna stay moving forward. All y'all be on the same stuff, bro. All y'all seem to have some kind of qualm about normalcy and just being normal. Like I don't know what it is, bro. Like all y'all could do whatever you want, bro. Feel the way you want. I don't care. not in my feelings. I don't need none of you or nothing from y'all, bro. What are you talking about? I don't even talk to y'all. Like what? Like I said, that's what people don't get. Like if you don't wanna hop on board with me and what I'm doing, that's perfectly fine with me. I ain't never had a problem with rejection. That's one thing folks got to learn from me, bro. You know what I mean? Real talk. I've been rejected plenty in my life. Real talk. I won't even sugarcoat it, and I got no problem with it. Real talk. Even if it was a chick said no to me, whatever, like, oh, I'm not interested, whatever. I ain't never sweat that stuff because every time I looked at them, I'm like, well, I look better than you, honey. So what I care? Real talk. And I'm not even playing. Like I'm that kind of good looking. Like that's what I'm saying. Y'all be missing out. So why would I care because you want to miss out? Why would I care because you don't know what you're missing? That's the truth. And I look at it the same way in business because it is the same way. If you don't go into business with me, you missing out. You know what I mean? So when all these billions of dollars come, it ain't just the money, it's the man who made the money. See the point? So of course you're gonna be in your feelings. That's the thing. I notice fakeness with people. Like you said, you see these so-called women now, they want to act like they pay attention to me. That's the fakest thing I've ever seen or heard, bro. I've been around on the same dude. They be the same women who I left behind a long time ago. Brother, I'm light years beyond all these so-called women. Do you understand that? I've traveled all over the country. I was a boss everywhere. I was a boss in Minneapolis. I was a boss in Green Bay. I was a boss in Lytle. I was a boss in San Antonio. I was a boss in Austin. I was a boss in Vegas. I was a boss in Florida. I was a boss in Georgia. I've been a boss everywhere. If you can't notice, I'm setting shop everywhere. I was a boss in North Carolina. I was a boss in South Carolina in Myrtle Beach. Y'all think you making moves, right? I'm already talking to people from different states like South Carolina trying to figure out what's up. I'm trying to figure out how to make a move and expand. What do you mean? Anywhere I go, I could do this anywhere but the real thing. You look for money, I look to get busy. We're not the same. Y'all are regular civilians that sit inside all day with your glasses on, eating your Reese's, real talk. And I'm a street thug who looks for different. I want to find different cities and states so I can get busy in the street. You know what I mean? Like I said, in my bat suit. So I mean, how are we the same? You're talking to a thug and a gangster. So when you talk to me, just make sure you address me with the utmost respect because unlike you and the difference between us, I earned mine. You feel that? Yeah. You're in your feelings because everybody respect me. You understand? That's what happens when you're a grown man. And you handle your business like a grown man. I'm everything you want to be. Sisters, brothers, I don't care if you're so-called women. I'm everything all y'all want to be. And that's what they pay attention to. Half the ex-girlfriends, they want to be me. That was the problem. They didn't want to be with me. They wanted to be me. Yeah, literally. Ain't that weird? Real talk. They saw that women was always attracted to me. That's why they in their feelings on that. So any attention I get, that's why they start, oh, I want to come over and type. Man, that's crazy, bro. What's the purpose though? That's all I'm asking. I mean, I've just asked the same question every time. You keep acting as if you're accomplishing something and nothing's happening. All the women still attracted to me. They still gonna be always. It's natural. You think they can help it? Look at me. You feel me? Oh, so that would go ahead and prove that other comment wrong. So anything else? Like I said, everything anyone says, this is radio. I'm here to make sure I prove every point that I state. And again, in the last, I don't know, the entire time I've been doing radio, I've never had anyone prove me wrong. And I've never had anyone debate me and win. And you folks have never debated. You don't know how. I had to teach everyone, and you still haven't learned because you don't listen. So, is there anything else? Like I said, I'm the champ, the reigning champ, undefeated, baby. Talk to you later. Remember, my check gonna go up. It's gonna keep on accumulating, and we gonna keep on making bread and making money while you're in your feelings. Feelings. All right. Talk to y'all later.